Welcome to the deep dive. So, you're thinking about maybe getting a renewed Apple iPhone 12, the 64 GB black one specifically.
Yeah, it's a popular question. Is it actually a good deal?
Exactly, and that's what we're digging into today. We've got some really interesting sources lined up to help you figure it out.
We do. We've got a whole bunch of customer reviews, like straight from the Amazon listing for this phone. Real people, real experiences.
The good, the bad, and the okay, presumably.
Pretty much, yeah. And then we've also got a detailed expert product review. Sort of pulls everything together, the specs, the feedback, a broader look.
Okay, cool. So the mission here is basically to cut through all the chatter and get to the important bits.
Right. We want you to know what to really expect, the upsides, but also, the potential downsides.
So you can make an informed choice. Quickly, let's get into it. First impressions, what did the experts say about just like the phone itself, the look and feel?
Well, they highlighted the design,
Yeah.
the flat edges, that aluminum build, still looks quite modern.
Yeah, the iPhone 12 design holds up.
Oh.
And the screen.
The 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display, yeah. Plus, they mentioned the durability stuff.
Oh, right, the ceramic shield.
Yeah.
Tougher glass, was it?
Exactly. And the IP68 water and dust resistance. So the basic phone is built pretty solidly, even if it's renewed.
Okay. And how did that line up with what actual buyers found when they opened the box?
It was pretty positive mostly. Lots of people said it arrived in excellent condition.
Like looking new.
Some definitely said that. Looked brand new, no visible flaws, that kind of thing. But not everyone.
Ah, okay. What were the caveats?
Some mentioned minor scratches, maybe on the metal parts, or a slight scuff. Nothing too terrible, it seems, but not always perfect.
Which makes sense, right? Amazon Renewed does say they inspect and test them.
To be fully functional, yeah. But the cosmetic condition has grades. Premium, excellent, good, acceptable. So there's meant to be some variation.
Right. You're not always getting premium unless you specifically buy that, maybe. Okay, so functionally, how does it actually work day to day? The expert review mentioned the chip, the A14 Bionic.
Yeah, powerful chip, good for multitasking, gaming, streaming, and it's got 5G support.
And did customers find it, snappy? Did things work?
Overwhelmingly, yes. People seemed happy with the performance. Things like the camera working fine, charging okay, Face ID doing its job.
That's good to hear. Oh, and data transfer. Always a pain point.
Several mentioned it was actually pretty easy to transfer their stuff over.
Yeah.
So a smooth setup for many.
Okay, reassuring on the core functions. What are the camera? That's huge for iPhones. Dual 12MP system, ultra-wide, wide, night mode.
Deep Fusion 4K Dolby Vision recording.
Yeah, the specs are still solid.
Did people find the renewed version's camera lived up to that?
Absolutely. Lots of praise for the camera quality, especially in low light. That night mode really seemed to impress people still.
So picture quality seems like a safe bet, even renewed.
Seems that way, yeah.
All right, now, the big one, battery life. This always comes up with used or renewed phones. The expert review sounded optimistic. It did. Mentioned potential for all-day life, up to 17 hours video playback. And crucially, that Amazon Renewed guarantees at least 80% battery health capacity.
Ah, the guarantee. But what did the actual user say? Because I sense a but coming.
Yeah. It was definitely a mixed bag. Some people, totally happy, said it lasted all day, no problem. But others, not so much. Found it shorter than maybe their previous phone or just needed charging more often. And the reported battery health on arrival was, well, all over the place.
Like what?
We saw people getting phones with 100% capacity, which is great, but also 86%, 79%, even down to 74%.
Wow, okay, so that 80% guarantee is really just a minimum floor.
Exactly. It means it works and holds a charge. But 80% capacity isn't the same as a new battery, especially if you're a heavy user. That's maybe the biggest variable you face.
Definitely something for you, the listener, to weigh up. Okay, what about the stuff in the box? Accessories? Experts said a compatible cable, but maybe not Apple original?
Right. And no headphones, no SIM card, just the phone and a cable, basically. Packaging is usually secure, but maybe generic.
What did buyers find?
Again, a bit varied. Some noted, yeah, no original box, no power brick. The plug part, you have to supply your own.
Which is standard now, even for new iPhones sometimes.
True. Others said the cable they got worked fine, looked clean, even if it wasn't Apple branded.
Oh.
But we saw a few hiccups. One person got a working cable, but a dead power brick someone else had included. Another said the charging cord was just missing.
Oof. So expect a cable, hope it works, but maybe have a spare setup ready just in case.
Probably wise, yeah. Don't bank on getting a full original kit.
Okay. So with all that variability, what's the verdict on value? Is it actually worth the lower price?
Generally, yes. Both the expert and the customers seem to agree on that. It's a way to get into a fairly recent iPhone model with those features without the brand new price tag.
Makes sense. The cost saving is the main draw, after all.
For sure. It makes upgrading more accessible.
But those savings come with potential trade-offs. We've hit the battery variability hard. What else did the expert review flag as potential downsides?
Well, besides the battery and the non-original accessories, they mentioned some users reporting potential sound quality issues, though that seemed less common, and the warranty is shorter.
Right. The 90-day Amazon renewed guarantee, not the full year you get with new.
Exactly. And did customers mention any other specific quirks or problems?
A couple of interesting ones popped up. There was a mention of OLED screen flicker, mainly on dark screens. Might be an issue for some.
Okay.
And one person had trouble initially getting calls because apparently the phone wasn't set up right for their carrier, even though it was sold as unlocked.
That's a good reminder. Unlocked should mean it works anywhere, but maybe double-check compatibility or be prepared to troubleshoot with your carrier.
Good point. And how much can we trust these reviews overall? Was there any analysis on that?
There was, yeah. FakeSpot looked at it. They found very little sign of, outright fake or deceptive reviews.
That's reassuring.
It is. They did note Amazon might have tweaked or removed some, which happens. But critically, they rated over 80% of the reviews as high-quality, genuine feedback.
So the general picture we're getting from them is likely pretty accurate.
Seems so, yeah. Reflects real experiences, mostly.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. The Amazon Renewed program itself. How is it positioned?
It's presented as, a reliable place for inspected, tested, refurbished stuff. Fully functional is the promise.
And it's pitched as more affordable, obviously, but also maybe more eco-friendly, extending the life of devices.
Exactly. That's part of the appeal, too. Plus, you do get that renewed guarantee and Amazon's standard return policy, so there is some safety net there.
Right. So, pulling it all together for you, our listener, what are the main takeaways if you're eyeing that renewed iPhone 12?
Well, it seems like it can be a really good way to save money and still get a very capable phone. Most people seem happy with the condition and functionality.
Yeah, the performance, the camera, they generally seem to hold up well.
But, and it's a significant but, you have to be prepared for that battery health variability. It might be great, it might be just okay.
And you'll likely get generic accessories, not the Apple originals, and the warranty is only 90 days.
Precisely. And the cosmetic condition might have minor signs of use, depending on the grade.
So it sounds like a solid option if you're okay with those specific potential trade-offs for the lower price.
That's the crux of it.
Yeah.
Which leads to maybe the final thought for you.
Yep.
Considering that battery life lottery and the different cosmetic grades, premium, excellent, good, acceptable, what level of potential imperfection, both cosmetically and in battery capacity, are you actually comfortable with?
Like how much battery percentage below 100% is acceptable for the money you save? And how perfect does it need to look?
Exactly. Knowing your own tolerance for those things is key.
Yeah.
Maybe even digging into what those Amazon renewed grades specifically mean could be your next step.
That's a really practical point to consider. Definitely food for thought. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.